Rocky Mountain Construction is one of the most well-known roller coaster manufacturers out there, making insane rides like Steel Vengeance, Iron Gwazi, Lightning Rod, Storm Chaser, Twisted Colossus, the list just goes on. So, let's discuss the genius behind RMC. Rocky Mountain Construction's first coaster was New Texas Giant in 2011, converting an old Woody and Texas Giant to an amazing new hybrid. Now, in comparison, it's not as good as the newer RMCs, but for a first coaster, this is one of the best coasters manufactured. In late 2011, Schilke announced that the company would be working on two projects throughout 2012, which would both open in 2013. These were later revealed to be a retrack of the Rattler at Six Flags Fiesta Texas and a new ground-up topper track at Silver Dollar City named Outlaw Run. Outlaw Run's track actually took 4 years to develop because they needed to find a way to bend wood safely for a roller coaster, and that gets me wondering. If RMC did it sooner, could Outlaw Run have been the first RMC? For the next bit of history, I'll hand it over to Midwest Coasters.
After a contract was signed with the Dutch manufacturer Coma in 2013 to allow their coasters to release outside North America, Wildfire was announced in 2014 and opened to the public on June 28, 2016. In 2014, S&S made a deal with RMC to use their iBox track to make the very well-known S&S 40 Freespin model, mainly known for Six Flags' major cloning of them. Their biggest coaster to date was created in 2018 as an Iron Horse version of Mean Streak to Steel Vengeance, known as the best coaster of all time. RMC almost beat themselves, however, in 2019 when they built a ground-up iBox track coaster Zadra at Energylandia in Poland, considered to be the best coaster in Eastern Europe. In 2018, they also made the single-rail model, putting two prototype models in Railblazer at California's Great America and Wonder Woman Golden Lasso coaster at Six Flags Fiesta Texas. In 2021, they released a slight altered prototype with Stunt Pilot, an 87-degree drop instead of a vertical one. They also released Jersey Devil, a truly custom single rail in 2021.
Now it's 2022, and 3 new RMCs are coming. The first is Wonder Woman Flight of Courage, a slightly altered Jersey Devil clone. The second one is Air Force One, an RMC ground-up iBox that has steel track and supports. Based off of speculations, people say this could be the best RMC yet. The third and final one, where at the time of writing the script, it opens tomorrow, but I got in and pass holder previews my number one and favorite coaster ever, Iron Gwazi. The thing about Iron Gwazi is it was supposed to open in 2020. After not opening due to the pandemic, the excitement and expectations just rose. When it opened for pass holder previews, everyone was stunned. If you have Iron Gwazi as your number one, even if its layout wasn't good, it would still be in your top 10 due to the tension and rising expectations when they break it. Even still, the death roll and airtime are my favorite moments of this ride. On a coaster, you get lots of type of airtime. You have to split it between floater, ejector, and flow ejector. You have to separate it from regular, pops of ejector, or any airtime, or sustained airtime. And you get a lot of ejector pops on this, which is nice. So, now we've studied the history, and now let's discuss the genius and legacy. This manufacturer was able to revolutionize the hybrid coaster from a basic, kinda boring layout of Gemini to the world's top coasters with Iron Gwazi, Zadra, Steel Vengeance, and Untamed. They managed to literally bend wood so well that it was safe to ride and put literal inversions on. The legacy of this manufacturer is so great, and the future of this manufacturer and the hybrid coaster is so bright.